Now we will apply the Le-Chatelier's principle on the contact process. In the contact process, there is the formation of the sulfuric acid, and this contact process is based on 4 steps. In the first step, there is the formation of sulfur dioxide from sulfur and oxygen. In the second step, sulfur dioxide reacts with oxygen to form sulfur trioxide. And in the third step, sulfur trioxide reacts with sulfuric acid to form oleum. And this oleum in the fourth step reacts with water to form the sulfuric acid. Right? So this is a 4-step process. Now see that it is the step 2 that is the reversible reaction. All the other steps are irreversible reactions. So we will be increasing the yield of sulfuric acid by increasing the yield of sulfur trioxide. How will we increase the yield of sulfur trioxide? By applying the Le-Chatelier's principle. Why there is a need to increase the yield of sulfur trioxide? Because since it is a reversible reaction, so in a reversible reaction the amount of product or the yield of the product is always less. So we want to increase that yield. How would we increase that yield? By applying Le-Chatelier's principle. So the reaction conditions for the step 2 includes the temperature to be kept at 450 degrees C, pressure at 200 atmospheric pressure, and catalyst used would be vanadium pentaoxide, that is V2O5. By applying these conditions, the yield of sulfur trioxide increases to 98%. Now we will study the effect of change in pressure on this system. Now, just like the formation of ammonia, we would first see the number of molecules on both sides of the reaction. There are 3 number of molecules on the reactant side and 2 number of molecules on the product side. So this means that the pressure on the reactant side is more and pressure on the product side is less. So if we add pressure into the chemical system, if we change the pressure of the chemical system by increasing the pressure, then the chemical system would oppose that change by decreasing the pressure. How would it oppose that change? By moving in a direction, by moving the reaction in a direction that is decreasing the pressure. So which direction is decreasing the pressure? It is the forward reaction, because in the forward reaction 2 molecules are being formed. So this means that when we increase the pressure, the forward reaction would proceed at a greater pace, at a greater rate. So what is happening in the forward reaction? There is the formation of sulfur trioxide. So if we want the more formation of sulfur trioxide, we would increase the pressure of this system. Now we will see that what would be the effect of change in temperature. This reaction, just like Haber's process, is accompanied by the release of the heat energy. So this means that this is an exothermic reaction in the forward direction, and this reaction is endothermic in the reverse direction. So we need to increase the yield of sulfur trioxide. This means that we need that the reaction should move in the forward direction. So if we want the reaction to move in the forward direction, what would we do? We would decrease the temperature, because when we would decrease the temperature, the chemical system would try to increase that temperature by favoring the forward direction, because in the forward direction there is the production of heat. So if we want more sulfur trioxide, we would decrease the temperature of the system, and the system would automatically move towards the forward direction. But what happens is that the temperature, if we decrease the temperature, same the case like the Haber's process, if we decrease the temperature, rate of reaction becomes too slow. So we kept the reaction conditions at the compromised temperature, that is 450 degrees centigrade, and to compensate that slow rate of the reaction, we add vanadium pentaoxide as a catalyst that increases the rate of the forward as well as the rate of the reverse reaction, and the dynamic equilibrium is achieved earlier than the expected. So this is how Lee Schreiber principle is applied in the Haber's and the contact process.